Tammy's got a channel. On YouTube she shines. The fake bake diaries, crafting in her own sweet time. She'll show you how to make fake ice cream that glows, giant gumdrops and cotton candy, whimsical treats she knows. Grab your scissors, get your glue. The crafting's just begun with a sprinkle of imagination.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Now, I just love cotton candy. So why would I not make a cotton candy lollipop? Isn't this so sweet? It'll bring a whole new texture to your lollipops. Let's get started.
Crafting with a twist, fake bake diary.
You'll need some wool roving in 3 colors that you like. You will also need this foam wire. It's in the garden section. They use this to gently tie back plants. Inside the foam is a wire, so you can twist and bend this wire. I use this for the base of all kinds of different Candyland crafts. Just take the length that you need. You can get wool roving pretty much anywhere. Your local wool stores should carry wool roving. We'll put some links below where you can order some wool roving if you'd like to do that. When you get it, you will get pieces that come off like this, but most of it comes in a big roll. You'll see that it separates very easily. It's almost like there's 2 lines here where it separates. And what I do is take one of those off. They separate quite easily. I could separate that along each of these 3. So let's just pull off one. This is how simple it is. And now you have your strip of wool roving. I've already done that to the yellow and the green. We have 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to take those 3, put them together. I would like to have my yellow in the middle. Now you're going to take your foam wire. I have my low temperature glue gun, and I'm not going to glue onto the wool roving. I'm going to glue onto the foam. Do not glue onto the wool roving because the glue will go right through the wool roving and you'll end up with all these icky bits that need to be cut off. Wrap it around here. I'm going to keep all my colors together and I'm going to wrap it around. I'm not putting glue on the wool roving. I'm putting glue on the foam wire. First I wrap my pink. I find it's more challenging if I wrap all 3 together. I'd like a little bit more glue before I wrap. I'm going to take that teal color and I'm going to wrap it here. My pattern is the next one is a pink. You have to keep all your wool roving straight as you keep wrapping around. So if I'm going in my color pattern, my next one is pink.
Walking down the street, eyes on the prize, searching for the treasures in a vintage disguise. Gonna upside.
I want to show you this in case it happens to you. I was unwrapping mine. It tore apart here. It was getting caught. So wrap that over like you would. Fold this one over as well. The pink is going to end here. With the wool roving, if you want to make it longer, you can just take another strip and all you're doing is opening this up. I do not want to glue to the wool roving. I want to glue right onto the foam. And all you're going to do is glue that on. That's it. Your piece is attached. You won't even see that. This is what you're going to end up with. Keep rolling as long as you want to roll. This is what it looks like when it's finished. At this point, I cut off the ends of my wool roving. Now I'm going to see if there's any open spaces that might come apart. You're just helping to keep everything together. So unless you get your glue all the way around, you're going to find it.
Crafting joy and a playful grin. From the mind, from the mind, from the mind, from the mind. Paint and glue.
This is nice and secure. The foam wire has wire in it. We're going to roll with the wire.
Polaroid frames, vinyl records spin, crafting joy and a playful grin. From the mind, from the mind.
Once it knows its shape, it's just a little easier to work with.
From the mind.
We're going to take our toothpicks and tacky glue. You can use your glue gun for the center and tack that in as long as you can't see it. After that, use your toothpicks. Your toothpick is going to slide into the foam. Attach the two foams from the inside.
I swore no more glue, no more strings. I said I'm done with tiny things. Said no more buttons, no more beats. But then there's glitter in the breeze. Look at Tammy on the screen. Fake baked dreams, how they gleam. Silly me, I had to laugh. Crafting is my better half. Can't stop crafting, no way. Every time I swear I stray. Crafty heart leads me to play. Crafting every single day. Scissors, paper in my hands. Swear I'd stop, but here I am. Ribbons calling, take a strand. Crafting dreams so grand. Can't stop crafting, no way. Every time I swear I stray. Crafty heart leads me to play. Crafting every single day. Just one more step, one more piece.
Now, here's today's crafting question. Do you like to listen to anything while you craft? I know I do. Do you like to listen to podcasts or music? If you do, I'd love to know which ones are your favorite. Put your answers in the comments below, and I look forward to reading all of your responses.
So bright, glitter flies and glue in sight. Fake bakes looking so pristine, till I drop them with a scream. Frosting falls right off the cake, spills and smudges I can't take. Wobbly towers start to lean, life behind the baker's screen. Oh, the fake bloopers, laugh them all away, even when it topples.
What we're doing right now is putting some holding toothpicks in. You don't have to worry about putting toothpick and toothpick. You just need something to hold its shape while it dries.
Tried to pipe a perfect swirl, ended up a lumpy whirl. Buttercream is not behaving. Here's a shout out to my cravings. Sugar sprinkles on the floor, stepped in paint, can't take no more. Dough explosion sets the scene, looks like fuzz.
If you need elastics to hold it together, do that.
Fake bloopers, laugh them all away, even when it topples, we'll laugh another day. Oh, the fake bloopers, keep the fun in play.
We're going to let this dry. I can attach it to something, lean it up and attach it to dry. We're going to leave it till tomorrow. Come back and see how it's doing.
I have let my lollipop dry overnight. I'm going to take the elastics off.
Keep the fun in play.
It has wire, you can still shape it. It's turned out quite nicely. I want to fluff it up more with my scissors, and I'm doing light snips.
Glue and glitter on my hands. Crafting shoes and rubber bands.
Don't cut across, go with the grain of wood, do some little cuts, and it's going to fluff it right up.
Can't miss. Paint and paper everywhere. Final touches here and there. Heart in every piece I make. It's my chance that I take. Ready for the show. Oh, oh, oh. Crafts lined up in a row. Oh, oh, oh. Got my heart on display. Can't wait for the day. Friends and family cheer me on. Crafting till the break of dawn.
Now that we have fluffed up, I'm going to take one of these big, long wooden skewers. You get them at the dollar store in the barbecue section. They're nice and thick, so if you can compare it with the smaller skewers, they're really quite thick. We need a point to get through here. I'm going to put some glue on my stick. I'm going to go right in this side, trying to not go through either side.
Been preparing for a while. Gonna shine in my own way. Craft show Saturday.
My stick goes all the way up to here.
Crafts lined up in a row.
After I finish, I'm going to add a little dab of glue here, can be twisted and glued down. This is my glitter, mother of pearl. To put on your glitter, use a spray adhesive. That will ensure that your cotton candy stays nice and fluffy. So after you glue on your large embellishments, only spray the area where you are going to sprinkle your glitter. Give it a spray, sprinkle your largest glitter, give it another quick spray, and apply your other glitter. When you're all finished, apply one more coat, and that will help to hold the glitter on. I put it into this pump and sprinkle it. This pump sprays without having to dump. You can control the amount of sparkles you put on.
have to wait till this side is dry before I can flip over and do the other side. I'm going to work on the stick. I have this really cute ribbon from the Dollar Tree, 5 feet of ribbon on it. Take my glue gun. I'm securing the stick into the base.
Wake up in the morning light, got $1 in my hand. I'm heading to the store so bright, this place is Wonderland.
Tuck it as far as you can underneath so it's hidden slowly. Wrap around.
Glitter blue and buttons bright, every shelf a new surprise. Dollar store, find so sweet, crafting dreams we meet. Everything we need and more, right there in the dollar store. Feathers for a funky hat, mason jars for summer nights, stickers for scrapbook chat, we're creating pure delights. No limits to what we'll make, imagination wide awake. A masterpiece from paper plates, together for our crafting sake. Dollar store, find so sweet, crafting dreams we meet. Everything we need and more.
Just gonna hold it for a minute to let that sit. I want to make sure it sticks on. Okay, completely wrapped around the bottom. This is dry, so I can do the other side.
Nationwide awake, a masterpiece from paper plates, together for our crafting sakes. Dollar store, find so sweet, crafting dreams we need.
Next on my lollipop is cotton candy. So I have my wool out again. I want it to go a bit lower on this side, come up, down a bit. So if I curved it, then that might be really cute. But I am going to take it apart right here. I'm going to start pulling this apart because I want it nice and fluffy.
Paint and glue, scissors too, got to get crafty. That's what we do. Fake bakers on a mission, we're in disguise.
Pull in a diagonal direction so it doesn't look in a straight line.
Chewing gum, ribbons and sparkly beads.
You want it to go down at the edges.
Beads hiding gems in our shopping carts, creating masterpieces, stealing our hearts.
I don't want to take up the whole lollipop. This loops. So the first big loop and second big loop, I think we need to see those. And then this can droop a little farther down on each side here. Pull this part off. Take my glue gun, low temperature, start gluing this right on top. The edges and make them wispy.
We do. Fake bakers on a mission, we're in disguise. Shopping for supplies, we'll arts, creating masterpieces, stealing our hearts.
I'm going to do the same thing on the back.
Brit winks, Tandy on the TV. It's how we think. Throw cakes and cookies. We're the pros. No one knows our crafty shadows.
I want to put a few of these sprinkles made myself. I made them larger so that they can go on larger pieces like this. These are just polymer clay. I want to be able to stick those on. So I'm going to use my clear tacky glue.
She wakes up in the morning, glitter on her hands. Crafts her way to glory, stickers, rubber bands. She talks about her project.
I'm going to add some Hemway glitter called Peach Pink Iridescent. This one I got off Amazon. This is Glitz Brilliant from Michaels. To put on your glitter, use a spray adhesive.
In a world unseen, where dreams never fade. Sewing in the sunlight, knitting through the night. Every thread's a highlight, color shining bright. Paints and brushes ready, she creates her world. With a mind so steady, every piece unfurled. Scrapbooks full of memories, handwritten.
Once this is all dry, I'm going to do the same thing on the back. This ribbon I got at Dollarama. I want to put a nice little bow on it. We're going to wait for this to dry and then do the same to the other side.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Your support means the world to me, and I will see you next time.
Sugar rush sweetness, oh.